as you guys can tell, I moved around my room, so now this is like the hamster corner. I have both of the cages here. I have like all of their stuff. I'm gonna give you guys a little tour of probably just the hamster corner, because right now my room's a little messy because I'm messy. Sorry, the heating's on because it's like freezing cold and rainy outside, so you'll just have to deal with it. We have Echo's cage. This is usually not here. This is just for the cleaning purposes. Usually the window fan's there. So we have Echo's cage right there, and then we have like the little organization thing, and I had to get my zip ties out to finish the playpen today. And then we have Gus's cage. Gus's cage is actually on 4 organizational things, so I have 4 different cubbies on this side. Technically 3 because I moved the thing out to put bedding on this side. And then he has 2 more organizational units on this side, but technically I only have 3 because like I can't get to the one back there because my dresser's here. But now I can see like all around his cage. So it's going to be really cool how I basically figure out how to set up his cage. And because it's May, it's like one of those months that don't really have a theme. So I'm kind of just gonna wing it. I don't really have anything like not totally summery, like gel clings related. I'm probably just going to use these chalk markers to decorate their cages because they are both like made of glass. I'll basically do the inside of the cage, and then I'll probably look around on Google and like Pinterest and stuff for like some ideas, and because that's gonna take me like the longest, because I remember how time consuming that like jungle themed cage was that I did for Mako. So, but yeah, I don't really have a plan. I'm going into this blind. I did set up a playpen on my carpet, and I have my GoPro going. Where is it? I have my GoPro going, so you'll see footage of the hamsters running around. Once I put some stuff in there and like I actually wake a hamster up, then I'll put them in there. I might not put Gus in there because he is a little Houdini and I don't want him to escape, especially now that we have Bindi in the house. She has met both of them. She sniffed them. She didn't really seem too interested in them. She likes better to just watch them run around in their cage, so I'm not super worried, but I'll probably just keep him in his cage because he does get a little bit more stressed out than Echo. So most of the footage you'll see is probably Echo in the cage. I have to show you the before. Silly me, hang on one second. This is Echo's before on his Easter cage. I'll show you a close-up of the destruction that he has made. This was the paper towel, what is it called? Carrot house. I did expect him to fully destroy this because it is paper, so my plan was to have like a plain bedding, and then like he would have like colored stuff that he could use as nesting material to basically scatter throughout, so it would have little pops of color. I don't know if he ate it or but most of it has been torn apart. He has created a hole in the back there. His little feeding station has like been buried a couple times, so I had to take that out. Also, this sand bath that I had in there, he started chewing on it, and I'm not like super happy about that, so I just decided to take it out because it's kind of made of like compressed sawdust and not actual wood. So I might have to end up throwing that away. I will show you that later in the footage. So, but yeah, we have his little wheel, which I did clean last week, and I swear he only pees on his wheel and nowhere else in his cage because it gets so filthy so fast. But that's okay. Moving up, he didn't really touch these chew toys at all, so I'm a little sad about that, but I'm also kind of happy because they still look like carrots, unlike some things in his cage. His bunny house is in one piece, I'm pretty sure. He likes to hide in there. He likes to go up on here and clean himself. So in the middle of the night, I'll hear, which is really fun. His little maze, I did realize that I messed up on it because this is the only way. Here, let me see if I can get it without the glare. This is the only way to get down to this little. So if it's covered up, he can't really do it. So I should take this and put it down here. I will fix that when we take it out. He likes to go in here, but then again, he's only been on like the upper 2 levels because the lower 2 levels have been blocked. So, yeah. And then the construction paper carrots, he basically destroyed these on like the first day, I'm pretty sure, because that's where I put his food at. So he did really like doing this though. So I might do that in the future because he'd like to destroy those, which again, I'm not upset about. So I fully thought that he was gonna like shred them to bits and use them as bedding, but he didn't. So he's probably somewhere down in here. I do have like hides and stuff underneath of all of this bedding, so that's probably where he's been sleeping. But yeah, that is the before April version of the cage for Echo. This is Gus's April cage, the aftermath. His wheel is sparkling clean. I haven't even had to clean it. He likes to sleep underneath of this popsicle like thing that I built, like a shelf. He has moved this tissue box around so much. He's tried to like move it all the way over to get up and like try to escape, but I had to keep it low. He's basically just like thrown it around a lot. So he likes to go through the log. His carrot patch has not been disturbed completely. He doesn't really like dig in it that much, and I think it's because it has the aspen shavings in it. So I might just like sift out the aspen because I don't think he likes to dig in the aspen. It's really good for building burrows and stuff in the actual bedding, but in the dig box, I don't think he likes it. So I'll just stick to sand and stuff in there. But yeah, his paper carrots, they're pretty much destroyed as well. So he likes to go over here at night. Like this is where he hangs out. And if you remember, he had a little paper towel bunny hideout in his big sandbox up here. It is now stuffed under there and ripped to shreds, basically. He does not like his rabbit. It was stuck between here, like the gap. It was like stuck right there between the wheel and the shelf for a long time. And I would move it like every single night and he would move it back. So I don't know what his deal was, but he was trying to kill the Easter Bunny. So apparently he's got beef with the Easter Bunny that I don't know about. But yeah, that's his cage. He's not like terribly dirty this time. He's just moved some stuff around because, you know, he's got more brute force than Echo. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, I finished. I'm gonna go ahead and put him in here because like he has nothing in his what's it called, playpen anymore, because I kind of like used it all. So this is what we have. It's basically like a waterfront house. So he has his popsicle house that I made him, and then we have this small log over here. We have some logs floating downstream, as well as a crocodile. And then I need to put some sprays and stuff in there, but we have a little bridge going across the water and up to his sand bath over here. We have some tree chews over here, as well as some seashells and some rocks that I found. And then this is acting as like a waterfall of like where the water's coming from. We have another log floating and a little hut. And then we have his wheel. That's basically it. This is what it looks like from the front. I still have to like paint it and stuff with the chalk markers, which will make it like look more realistic. So, but I did decide to just leave the plain white lights on because I think it looks really good with the white lights. So here is the finished product. I added, oh my god, it's so bad because of the glare. I added a pine tree to this side, and then there's a log floating down the river where a raccoon is paddling me and Bindi. There we go. Bindi looks terrifying, and I look even terrifying. We have a weeping willow and a squirrel running up of it. And then we have some raspberry bushes and some yellow flowers. And then this I tried to create as like a hot tub, and there's me like relaxing in the hot tub. And then just like another tree. It's lunchtime for Bindi, so I'm gonna go ahead and feed her lunch, and then we'll do Gus's cage. But yeah, he seems to be enjoying it. He's already removed the alligator from the river and moved it underneath of the house, which honestly is a little dangerous, but I don't think he really cares. So. Box that I was talking about, and he kind of like started to chew on it, and it's literally just made out of like compressed sawwood, so I think it's time that we might have to say goodbye to it. It was a really good box, and I got it for really cheap. Even though it says Christmas trees, you can use it all year round, just turn it around, but I don't know if I'm ready to get rid of it just yet. So this is what it looks like. I tried to think of like something that would look good from basically like all sides. This side's a little wonky, but you still get some good views. Okay, so we have the main popsicle house. I did include the stairs because he was having trouble getting up to the attic last time, so hopefully that'll be a little bit easier for him. We have the first barrier. I think he's under the house right now, so we have like the big bendy bridge, And then we have our next layer, which kind of slopes down. And we have the dig box, which I put some blue bedding in just to give it like a pop of color. I don't know what I'm going to draw all over this yet, but I'll figure it out. So we have that. I gave him a whimsy. And then we have a little popsicle hide. And I was trying to fit the log in between these, but it's too big. So I did include that hide on the other side. I put this house. I might have an issue with him coming up here and chewing at this. So I might have to take that house out and find a different thing, but we'll figure it out. We have his water bowl, we have that little hay hide thing, a whole bunch of chews, and then we have our last division. So I used all of my sand and cocoa fiber that I had to just do like this little area for him to have on his wheel and use as like a bigger sand bath as well. And then on the other side you can see that shadow hide, peekaboo hide thing. I just called it a shadow box. It is not a shadow box. And then went ahead and moved his things, and I put millet on this one. So, but yeah, I have to go ahead and clean all this mess up that I've created all over my room. Bindy's been in her cage because I didn't want her to eat this because she will eat it. Look at her. She's like, I'll do it. I know you'll. And then I gotta clean all that up. But yeah, maybe I'll do like a naturalistic woodsy theme. I did keep his white lights on, so I don't know. I gotta figure it out. I didn't really draw much. I basically did like little scenes. So like this is like a pond and I'm fishing and Bindy has a gigantic fish. We're up here stargazing on the roof and I'm pointing out constellations. And then, I don't know, I'm climbing a rope and she's staring at me. Battery's gonna die, so we gotta be quick, Bindy. We gotta say goodbye. Can you say goodbye? Thank you for watching. Say goodbye! I got wiggly arms! I got wiggly arms! Thank you guys for watching. I'm like cut off, so I gotta squat. Hi! You can see my face.